In this video, we're going to talk about is the relation that we're looking at also a function and the criteria that comes along with it. Okay, remember from last time, a function is a relationship between sets of numbers where each input has exactly one output. So we're going to see a lot of relations today, but we're going to say, hey, is that relation a function? Yes or no. So our mapping diagram here, we notice that the inputs are on the left, the outputs are on the right, and our goal is to look, hey, does each input only have one output? So -3 goes only to 6. 1 goes only to 5, 2 goes only to -4, and 5 goes only to 1. So yes, every input only has one output, so it is a function. This is an example of a function. Let's look at another example. So notice here that 2 goes to an output of 6 and an output of -4. This is not going to be a function because the input goes to two different outputs, not a function, okay? Remember, in order to be a function, the input has to go to only one output. If you can find one example in all of the inputs where that's not true, then you say not a function. Okay, so that's looking at a mapping diagram. We can also look at the 4 different types of relations and determine if they are functions. So let's look at this first one. We have -3 goes to 1, 1 to 6, 2 to -4, 5 to 1. So this is a little tricky, but does each input go only to one output? Yes, it's okay if the output, if more than one input goes to the same output. Totally fine. It's not okay if 5 also went to -4. So this guy is a function. Okay, next one, we have a table, 0 to 5, 2 to 5, 5 to 17, 10 to -1. The inputs do not duplicate to two different outputs, so it is a function. Okay, this one gets a little more tricky. Let's think about the input. The input is always going to be the x values, and the outputs are going to be the y values. So looking here, notice at -3, the output of this point here is 1, and the output of this guy here is, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If there is at -3, there are two different outputs, so therefore it is not a function. And the last one, notice -5 has an output of 2 and an output of 10, not a function. The last thing I want to talk about is how to tell on a graph. There is an easy way for y'all to determine if the graph is a function just by looking at it, and it's called the vertical line test. If you can draw a vertical line on a graph and it passes through the graph more than once, it is not a function. So look at this circle. If I draw an up and down line and I hit this guy here and this guy here, that is 2 points, therefore it is not a function. Same thing here, I can draw a vertical line up and down, hits 2 or more points, not a function. This guy, anywhere I draw a vertical line, it will only hit the graph once, therefore it is a function. Same thing with this guy, anywhere I hit it, it is going to be a function. So there is your overview on functions versus relations. Remember, in order to be a function, each input can only have one output. All right, if y'all have questions, come find me. If not, I'll see y'all in the next one.